Hi, this is the Stanley Parable. Now, I have not played it before, but I've seen other people play it. It's been a really long time since I've seen anything to do with it. I think it came out in 2013. I'm sure I watched other YouTubers play it here and there, but I don't really remember exactly what it's about. But I wanted to go ahead and play it for myself just so I could go through and see. Because I know they've added stuff here and there too. There's a bunch of different editions, but I went ahead and got it, and we'll go ahead and do it. Oh, this is never the end. The end is the end is never the end is never the end is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was
Gosh, I would
employee number
not
427.
be okay with that.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a
That's me when I'm typing. I can't type at all.
buttons to push.
I literally.
Push them. And E427 did every day of every month of every year.
Which you'd think you'd be a little bit better at typing if you were doing that every day.
Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Was he? He doesn't look happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one
Only an
single
hour?
order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came
That's
to
when
his
you
reason
go
and
home.
senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his
Here we
office.
go. Oh. Oh my gosh, that is way fast. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix that some. Okay, that is much better. Kind of. Hold on. There we go. That's better. I don't want to make anyone motion sick watching something that's not an FPS. I'm going to assume that says I hate Mondays, which is a weird cup to have if you enjoyed your job the way that Stanley does. I actually have offices like this where I work. I don't ever go to it. I just work from home, but it's literally this, but like 2 miles worth of cubicles. You don't even get your own office. It's just a cubicle farm. So I kind of get it. It would be nice to have your own little office like that. It would be a little bit more bearable.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't think he would. Yeah, I hate Mondays.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Who farted? That's some corporate culture if I've ever seen it. That's some boomer humor right there. See, no, if something like this happened, just go home. Go home. Like, there's obviously you. It's more than just you missed something. There's something wrong. Okay, let's go ahead and they're all labeled. They're in the 400s. And everyone has the same mug. That just looks like a jail. That's just a jail cell back there.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did he? Did I? I'll go with no.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
That's it. I want to go by the lounge to admire it. No, because look at that. That's straight up. That's just looks like what I would imagine a county jail would look like. No, so let's go through and not listen to the narrator.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
It's a weird conversation pit thing, but I guess it is light years
Yes,
better than.
really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
It's still better than the cubicle farm. Oh, okay. I could just get up on the table
At
apparently.
this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poor. But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No, I don't want to do that. Oh, there. I'm down for. No. Down for exploring a little bit more.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'm a good worker. In fact, I'm a great worker. That's why I'm the only one here when everyone else went home. It's all above me. I don't even. Is no one else concerned the doors keep just shutting behind? I mean, I guess that's not any more weird than everyone being gone, but it's big. I guess it's not that big for a warehouse, but penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. So imagine if you jumped off that, somehow lived, or just I guess fell off, and you get charged $5,000. Well, let's go.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I don't think we
I'm
have.
not your enemy, really, I'm not.
No.
I realize that investing in your trust
Why am
in
I going
someone
up?
else can be difficult.
Why am I going
but
up?
The fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Me?
Please.
What if I just
Stop
drop?
trying to make every... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
You know, I don't have people talking to me out of the void at work like this. I would imagine if I did, I wouldn't do what it told me to do, especially if I got angry when I ignored it. So, let's keep going. So glad I know that that's paint. I'm sorry. Hello? There's someone in here? Boarded up window? Man, this went from like dingy office to the creepy warehouse so fast. Okay. If that clock is right, and I'm just going to assume it's right, he's been here a lot longer than an hour before he noticed something was wrong. Never mind, it's going backwards. I'm an idiot.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
Oh.
Stanley walked through the red door.
I don't think he did.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red
Now
door.
he is physically intervening. Oh, and the exit's gone. I already forgot what he said. I'm gonna assume he wanted me to go left.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Oh, ooh, ooh.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles?
He's so up in arms.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Nope. Now I'm gonna do what you originally wanted me to do. Go through left door. I thought I tricked him. He tricked me.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there.
We all went to the same spot anyway.
With this new version, would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be
5 out of 5.
I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
5 out of 5. Triple A. Yeah.
You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from?
Couldn't tell you.
I know the game needed a third door. Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try.
Can't teach it. Can't teach soul.
Based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Did you? Did you knock it out of the park? God, is that you? Leaderboard. Oh, so now we're getting competitive. Is that 2 seconds? Is that actually, is this real? Like, these are actual people? Did you know that 21.3% of players skipped the intro sequence? Only the worst 3% of players chose the 3% worst players. Right off the rip. Objectively I wonder if those are real stats. I would imagine they are, but that's just insult to injury. I do have friends, whether they're on this list or not. They're probably watching this right now. Dead Rat, objectively better. Well, alright. Let's go through the door he wanted me to go through now.
Would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No, because yeah, no. 5 out of 5. Great.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
I don't have a lot of choice.
In this game,
what?
he crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right.
What?
And if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game.
What?
All about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of
That
fire.
actually, that's real fire. It's obviously not a real baby, but it's real fire.
But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
Is this just the dev's kid? Is that no shoot? No, please don't. Please don't. What if I just tap it? Wow, that's really annoying. I feel like I can't condone this, but what do I do? It's so annoying though, just oh, do I let it burn? Yeah, sorry little Betty.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas.
I'm gonna go with
I can't
spiting
think
you.
of a single thing that might improve the experience for me.
You
I'm
can
not
still
even
kind of
going
see
to
the
try.
baby.
I'm out. I'm done. It's
Oh.
over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since
Was
my game
it?
was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game?
I gave it a
This
5 out
relieves
of
the
5 both
pain.
times.
Let's see. What do we have here?
Can't help you. Gave it an honest rating.
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
I said you're done.
Well, Stanley, is this any better?
Nah.
At last, the one thing
Oh,
you've always
buddy.
desired. A game I
Now
have
we're talking.
absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough?
Oh,
I'll
this
say
is way better.
I'm done making things for you.
I don't even
From now
play
on, I will
Minecraft.
only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Ew, I don't like how I can, like, he's, like, next to me, but I can't see him.
No, here. And then...
He built me a throne. That's what it looked like.
Let's see, what does it need? Yes,
I am
of
king of
course. Just to
Minecraft.
finish it all off. Yes.
Oh!
It's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed.
This is about what me and the guys do when we
inadequacy.
actually play Minecraft.
But you've only seen it from the outside.
Before it
You've
just
only gotten half the experience.
devolves
Please
into us
step
doing
inside and make yourself
dumb
comfortable.
things within like 5 minutes of being on the map. Well, let's go. Thank you.
Isn't it grand?
Beautiful.
Isn't it perfect?
It's perfect.
Could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. He's just here with me. Well, I'm not the best Minecraft player, but who am I to say no to getting some diamond for my house?
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
I can't jump or anything. Did I bring a light? Nope. Who needs a light in Minecraft?
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
No. Promised me diamonds, and I didn't even get any diamonds. Sounds like Persona.
Yes, I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk.
Dude,
That's
a sick
inspiring.
bed.
I couldn't have done it any better myself.
Hopefully
What is
oxygen
this
and
game
or laughing
supposed to
gas.
be?
Fine with
I
either.
can't figure it out. Okay.
Okay, toilet.
I'm curious. Let's go find out what
Coffee.
the hell this is.
And some great bops. That's all I need. Is this supposed to be Portal-esque? Yeah. Alright. Now, if you'd actually let me play.
It's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius.
I'll be honest, I don't remember any of this being in anything I've watched on this game before. So I'm gonna assume this has all been added in later.
Actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games. And
I'm so good. I'm so good at gaming. King of gaming right here. Who would have thought? Only me, apparently. Got scared. I didn't mean to do that. Oh. I don't want this turned into a horror game. Please don't. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. It's very dark. I might have to brighten this up later. Ooh. One could only wish to have a setup like that at work. 4 monitors? Freaking go. Who needs 4 monitors? 4 monitors for losers. This is the new 4 monitors that I can't do anything with. Well, that is rather disappointing. Let's see what else we got.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was
That scared
to be
me.
the
I thought my
leading man in
computer
his own
crashed
story,
for a
well, perhaps he's
second.
gotten it, down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Seem awful sure
I can
about it.
wait.
It just bricks your computer. That's just it. That's the game. It bricks you. All right. Well, let's do a little
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
speed run right
Stanley
back to where
decided to
we
go to the
were.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
Well,
the
I'll
memo.
listen to it this time. Just for the sake of it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Just because I am kind of curious what he actually had planned, because obviously he's the one that did it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Mike James, you're fired. Bi-quarterly. Host review. We need reviews. 402 plus 405. Want to get rid of the death support portion in the primary review schedule? But I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers, more water cooler heaters. Chart needs to be more hip. Oh. If this isn't actually how I got through college and how I get through day to day at work, this is it. This is about this. That's about what it is. On your boss appreciation minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Fill out the triplicate and return to your boss appreciation specialist. Corporate culture. Oh, room closet. Jeez, it scared the crap out of me. No, this isn't the broom closet. This is the real break room right here. This is where you go to take
Stanley
a break.
stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Oh, that means there's something here.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I know, that's fair. I said I was gonna
Coming
just...
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
Upstairs.
office.
I did promise I would listen this time, so... Hello? This seems about right, though.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it
That he has no taste in art, and he has duplicates.
2-8-4-5. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer
I'm a
luck.
smart little worker.
Amazing.
That's all I do all day
He
is
stepped into
type
the
in
newly
numbers
opened
one at a time.
passageway.
Interesting. Oh shoot, I didn't even see that. I completely missed that. There's a little security camera up there. Not that there's anything in here worth stealing other than maybe the Shanty. What does it say up there? Sewage Lilies by Claude Money. I am the most expensive boss. And Carte Blanche. Mont Blanc. Art. It's beautiful. That's not menacing at all or anything. Not to mention the ginormous Mind the Gap. See, I'm winding up going down anyway. I'm going to the exact same spot, probably.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Good grief. Why is that so loud?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I get what it's saying. Oh, man, I really want to just find whoever did this beautiful piece of art with crayon. But I'm a good worker. Now I'm the manager.
The lights
press
rose
that bad
on
boy.
an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible
Very
secret
Matrix.
did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah, it's probably about this time when you need to be freaking out a little bit. The cameras.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Was that me? Was that me that got fired?
The lives
So I'm the
of
only
so
one here?
many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored
one was
in this
turned off.
place where freedom meant nothing.
Everyone has the exact same I Hate Monday mug. See, oh, there's two people fired. I'm trying to look at all of them before they switch, but that's about to make my eyes pop out of my head. Excuse me? That one's a little wonky. Let's see what
This
we got.
mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only
Gee,
reason
I
he
wonder
was
who
happy
could have
with his
done that,
boring
Mr.
job?
Narrator.
That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Where's
Had
that
he
light
truly
coming
spent
from?
his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Ooh.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled
Oh,
with
it's
emotions.
not even turned on.
Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I probably shouldn't be pressing every single button in here. But I'm gonna. Gosh, there's legitimately a lot of choices to be made throughout this game. I'm obviously not going to be able to do most of them. I like work. I just hate my boss. Seems like not a proper mug to have when you're in a mind control facility. So let's try pressing all the buttons in order. That was 1, 2, where's 3? Button didn't press. I don't see 3, you see 4. Oh, there it is. You don't want to miss anything. So we'll do 3. Is there a sprint button? No. Because we're on a beautiful journey. Who needs to sprint? Or jump? No, can't jump. We're taking the long scenic route. 3. Well, I already forgot where 4 was. It's because I already pressed 4. I promise I'm not that dumb. I don't even know if that did anything. Check the console real quick. I'm sure that's very healthy for me to do, to get in whatever that is. Well, I don't know if I was supposed to press in order, if there's actually something I was supposed to do with it, but I need to move on. Oh yeah, that's not gonna strain your
And when
eyeballs
at
at all.
last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Is it really? Is it my job, though? I promised I would listen to him. Bricks your computer again. Every ending just bricks your whole system.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
He
yes,
had
apparently.
won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Oh, I'm moving
And
again.
yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or
I feel like it
even power
does. I
that
feel like it
he
matters a
had
little
been
bit.
seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do,
Except me.
or how to flee. Whatever life he lives, it will be.
I'm sorry, where is this at?
That was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
That looks so weird doing that. It's pretty, but it's no Minecraft.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin. The
Where am I?
feeling of
I'm just
liberation,
literally in the middle of the woods.
the immense possibility of the
It's
new
not really woods, I
path
guess,
before
but
him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Was Stanley happy? I feel like he's pretty happy tip-tapping away on his computer. Oh, achievement unlocked. Beat the game. But that's the easy way out. Oh, and then it makes you restart anyway. That's the easy way out. Doing what he tells you is the easy way out. And I just realized I didn't get an achievement for doing what I did before and ignoring him. Because that's technically 2 playthroughs of it. I don't know. I might try and go back later. I might try and do a few more routes, because obviously there's a whole lot more to the game, but that's the problem. There's a whole lot more to the game. So we'll go ahead and we'll leave it off on that note. But let me know if anyone wants to see a little bit more of this. I know most people have probably seen all of it, but I haven't, and I'd be willing to try and find a couple more endings. So we will leave it there, and I will see you guys in the next video.